We knew we wanted the player to get that feeling that you get when you go to the real Las Vegas Strip, which is, you set foot at one end of the Strip and you look down and you see like all the neon lights.
You know, that idea of recreating the spirit of classic Vegas, because that's also more of a Fallout style.
One of the things that kind of excited a lot of the artists and designers here was the ability to sort of take an amusement park city and then just play around with all the visual themes and the energy that Vegas has.
Our lead artist, Joe Sanabria, went through and started making just silhouettes of the shapes of the casinos.
We blocked out a chunk of land and started just placing individual buildings to get a feel for how big things should be.
And those are profiles that we could look at from a distance in the wasteland, and because we wanted to make sure that when you saw these things from a distance, you're like, that's the Strip. There's nothing else that's like it when you look across the desert.
While I was working on those, the artists were making proxies of those buildings, very low-res versions of them, just so that we could get an idea of how they would fit in the map.
And then once we got onto the Strip itself, we started building them up, building the details, the lights on them, looking at it during the day and at night, and then populating it to see what it looked like as a living and breathing environment.
And that's when the artists themselves pretty much take ownership of it, and it goes from my hands to theirs, and then that's when they start to do all the cool things we see in the game.
When you arrive at the Strip, it's definitely a wow moment. When you go through the gates of the Strip, you find yourself in a location that you really haven't seen anything of its like in the Fallout universe before.
We knew we wanted the player to get that feeling that you get when you go to the real Las Vegas Strip, which is, you set foot at one end of the Strip and you look down and you see like all the neon lights.